Welcome back everyone, this is Khemjira The Series Episode 6 Teaser Review. Today we're diving into Episode 6 of Khemjira The Series, a story that keeps blending romance, supernatural mystery, and heartfelt moments all in one. This episode really highlights the growing connection between Pharan and Khem, while also teasing the conflicts that surround them. Let's break down everything that happened in a way that's simple, easy to follow, and focused on the developing bond. The episode begins with the characters traveling about 40 minutes from the peaceful village to the bustling temple fair. Right from the start, the contrast is clear, the calm, traditional life of Master Pharan's home compared to the noise and excitement of the fair. This setting is important because it sets the stage for Khem to experience joy, surprises, and tension all in the same night. Pong, Jet, Chan, and Khem step into this festive environment full of lights, music, food stalls, and performances. But at the heart of it, we see how every small detail ties back to Pharan, even though he isn't physically there. When Pong brings Khem a cup of buttery popcorn, a very small but meaningful gesture, we get a glimpse of a budding romance. Khem's surprise and gratitude show how much these little acts of kindness mean to him. He didn't want to make anyone wait in long lines earlier, but Pong noticed what he wanted and made the effort anyway. Khem's smile, his spark of joy, and Pong's quiet happiness all reveal that this isn't just about food, it's about someone recognizing him and caring about his feelings. Pong's heart practically soars just from hearing Khem call him Pong. This moment, while sweet, also sets up the emotional tension later because Khem's heart belongs somewhere else, tied to Pharan in ways Pong doesn't fully understand yet. As Jet and Chan go off to dance and stir up their own chaos, the story shifts back to Khem's thoughts of the master. Even in the middle of a lively fair, his mind goes back to Pharan. He wishes Pharan could enjoy these foods, but he also understands why the master wouldn't leave the teak house unattended. This quiet reflection shows us Khem's loyalty and deep bond with Pharan. When Khem asks to buy food for the master, it's such a simple request, but it speaks volumes about where his heart truly lies. He doesn't forget Pharan even for a moment, and that's the anchor of their relationship, Khem's care and Pharan's silent presence in his thoughts. From there, the episode gives us more tender scenes between Khem and Pong. Pong suggests games, wins prizes for Khem, and even hangs toys around his neck when Khem struggles to shoot targets. They ride rides together, share food, and Pong tries to lift Khem's spirits. It almost feels like a date, filled with innocent fun and laughter. But beneath all of that, there's a bittersweet edge. Khem enjoys the moments, but his heart is not entirely free. He still feels tied to the master, through both present care and past life memories. This leads us to the big turning point, Pong's confession. After watching Khem quietly, noticing his sadness and thoughtfulness, Pong decides to take a risk. He buys cotton candy and tells Khem directly that he likes him, not just as a friend or a brother, but truly likes him, and even admits openly that he likes men. This is a bold and brave moment, and it could have changed everything between them. But instead, it highlights the central conflict. Khem is shocked. He had sensed Pong's feelings but wasn't prepared to face them so soon. And deep down, he knows he can't return them. His connection to Pharan is too strong, too deeply rooted in love, loyalty, and karmic ties from another life. Pong's honesty is touching, but it only underlines how complicated Khem's heart really is. Before Khem can even respond properly, chaos breaks out. Jet and Chan rush toward them, chased by a large group led by Kla, who brings with him supernatural danger. This sudden shift from quiet confession to magical battle keeps the tension high. The hornet spell conjured with tamarind leaves is a terrifying sight, even if the villagers can't see it. Pong reacts instinctively, grabbing Khem's hand and running to protect him. Again, we see that Pong's feelings are genuine. He wants to shield Khem from harm, but Khem's safety is ultimately tied back to the group and, symbolically, to the Master's world. As they're cornered at the temple wall, Jet and Chan use their meditation and chants to freeze the enemies temporarily. In that short window, plans are made to get Khem to safety. Khem, worried and torn, shows concern for Jet and Pong, but he still follows Chan's lead to escape. Even here, Khem's first instinct is to think about others, particularly Pharan, because everything he does ties back to their shared bond of protection and destiny. The episode balances three important threads: Pong's growing love and brave confession, Khem's quiet but steady loyalty to Pharan, and the looming supernatural dangers that test everyone's strength. But what makes this episode stand out is how it positions Pharan at the center of Khem's emotions, even when Pharan himself isn't on screen. Every food choice, every memory, every smile Khem shares connects back to the master in some way. Pong might be present and giving his all, but Khem's heart is already promised, whether he admits it out loud or not. What makes this a powerful teaser for what's next is that it leaves us asking questions. How will Khem handle Pong's confession? Will he be honest about his inability to return those feelings, or will he try to protect Pong's heart by avoiding it? More importantly, how will Pharan react if he learns about Pong's feelings for Khem? Since Pharan already has such a deep karmic connection to Khem, jealousy, protection, or even silent pain could come into play. At the same time, the supernatural battle reminds us that their love story doesn't exist in isolation. The threats from Kla and his group, the black magic, and the karmic debts Khem carries are still unresolved. These outside forces will keep testing their relationships, forcing Khem and Pharan to face not just their emotions but the dangers tied to their past lives. Overall, Episode 6 of Khemjira the series gives us a perfect mix of sweetness, tension, and foreshadowing. Pong's confession adds emotional weight, while Khem's loyalty to Pharan strengthens the central romance of the story. Even in moments of fun, like games and rides at the fair, the undercurrent of deeper connections and unresolved karma flows through. This is what makes the series so compelling. It's not just about who smiles at who, but about love that crosses lifetimes, choices that carry consequences, and feelings that can't be easily denied. As a teaser, this episode leaves us craving answers. Will Khem finally admit his feelings for Pharan more openly? How will Pong handle the pain of unrequited love? And with dark forces closing in, can their bonds withstand the trials to come? Episode 6 makes it clear that the romance between Khem and Pharan is at the heart of everything, and that their journey is only just beginning to unfold in the most intense and emotional way.